the Sinn 105 UTC. Here's the whole part number if you want it. 105 STSA UTC 105.020. Watch Buys is the authorized dealer that sells these in the US. So if you're interested, I'll put a link down below if you're interested in picking one of these up from Watch Buys. I don't work with them. This isn't like a what do you call it, sponsored video or anything like that. Actually, Colby, one of my buddies over on my private Discord, sent this over for a Sunday Fun Day. I already did the unboxing. You guys maybe already watched that, but I was like, I need to make a quick video of this, just showing it a little bit more up close, doing a loom shot and showing the movement and everything like that. Because other than a few different models of the Sinn 104, I haven't handled the UTC models, whether it be the white dial, because you can get this in a white dial, or the black dial. And I have to say, it adds a nice little element that could potentially, I've owned quite a few 104s, but the 105 in the UTC like this definitely has some potential. I really like it. So I'm not going to buy one, but I could see why people buy these. These are really nice. So case size on this is 40 millimeter. It is a fully blasted case and bracelet. The lug to lug is a 47.5 millimeter. Thickness is only 12.15. A very slight double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating top and bottom. And I know that some people are put off by that. They're concerned about scratches on the top side of the crystal. There's other companies that do this too. I know Breitling for sure. I'm trying to think. I know there's quite a few other ones that do it, even Omega, I think. And I have handled watches with scratched AR coating on the top side. There are some techniques you can do to completely remove the AR coating on the top side of the crystal, or some watchmakers will do it. If you're leery of doing it, they'll be able to do it for you. But I've owned quite a few of these watches, and I've personally never scratched the AR coating on the top side, but I'm pretty easy on my watches. So, but it's definitely something that could happen. The lug opening here is 20 millimeter. So the leather straps for the Sinns are awesome. That last 104 that I owned was on the factory Sinn leather, and it was an amazing strap. Really thick, but still contours nicely. However, the H-link bracelet with this fold-over clasp is kind of, as long as you can get it to fit right, is the best way to go. Now, you only have 3 micro adjust on this guy. But these H-links, when you size these up, you're taking off or adding quite a bit of length. So if you're like kind of in between and you can't make it up with the micro adjust, you might just be kind of like screwed sort of thing. But this is a really nice, I want to say soft feeling. I know it's not soft, it's steel, but it's smoothed out, and the way the case and bracelet is blasted, it's very comfortable, soft. There's like clearly no hot spots to this thing, and it does taper down to 18 millimeter, and then you have a 6 millimeter signed screw down crown, keeping the 200 meter water depth rating on this. Now the bezel action is a nice bi-directional, and it is a 24 click, so nice smooth operation on that thing. And then just like the other 104s and everything, that's kind of the same design, you have this metal ring in between the bezel and the crystal. In this case, it's also blasted, where it's usually a high polished on the 104. The movement inside this thing, you may or may not be able to see it. I don't know if I can get you guys to see it. I had to put my reading specs on, and then I was able to see it. But above that gold spinny thing, or the escapement as some people call it, it does say SW330. So it is the Sellita SW330. It has a custom Sinn rotor, and this thing's running perfect. So, which most of them have been. The winding on this is very smooth. Every 330 that I've handled from Sellita has been like, basically when you unscrew the crown and you do the hand winding on it, it almost feels like you're not really doing anything. It's pretty wild. But if you put it up to your ear while you're doing it, you can clearly hear the ticks of the cogs on the gears. So take a closer look at the dial there. You can see nice rounded shapes. Everything's very symmetrical and clean looking. Even that center stack where the hands are, it's all done in gloss black. The attention to detail on most of these German-made watches, if you haven't owned or handled any German-made watches, I strongly urge you to experience that as soon as you can, because the attention to detail and quality control is just top notch, to the point where it makes me question why I even bother around with some other watches. Obviously, the diversity of having so many different options is nice, but the German-made watches are just, they're kind of in a league of their own, at least the ones that I've handled. And Sinn is definitely in that category. They did not loom the orange 24-hour GMT hand, the UTC hand. It is just a gloss orange paint. Totally fine, nice contrast, reads great, but there's no loom on it. So if that's a deal breaker for you, then so be it. There's plenty of people that probably are fine with that. Let me do a wrist shot so you can see what that looks like. This one, just right now, the way my wrist is absolutely perfect. I give enough slop that I can go to the edge, but I can't get full rotation. That's exactly how I like to wear my watches. So this thing is perfect, absolutely perfect. 40 by nearly 48 millimeter, a really nice, comfortable H-link, simple fold-over clasp, sized up. It is really hard to beat this watch in this dimensions. So excellent, excellent watch for the price point too. The Sinns, if you buy them brand new, they're definitely up on the price points right now. Now on the used market, that also is going to be on higher. They do hold pretty good, but this one, when I listed on Sunday Funday, it's going to be a legit deal. This one's going to be one of the first ones to go, I guarantee it. Which probably by the time I post this video, this watch has already went through that sale and it's already gone. So there's that. It's gone, it's shipped, I don't have it, just pretty much count on that. Nice healthy application of, I assume, BGW9. That's kind of a bluish hue to my eyes. Is that blue? That looks blue. I tried to say this before, and then I looked back to the video, and the video looked green, but this is blue. But my eyes are getting old. I don't know, maybe. But great looking watch. Big thanks to Colby for sending this over. Let me know if you guys have owned any Sinn 104s, 105s, or 10 whatevers, and what your thoughts are on them. I think they're great. See you on the next one.